Hello and welcome to this video with me, the OtomenOtaku. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so this is going to be my top 10 fall 2016 anime picks. All of these are obviously chosen by me. These are all on my opinion. All the ratings and everything I do and describe them as are all my opinion, not, I got this off somewhere else. Well, my anime I got is off Crunchyroll, but I meant like the ratings I got from myself. These are all based on my own personal likes and dislikes with it. I won't really go into individually reviewing each and every single anime. I'll probably do those in separate videos, but anyway, just to kind of talk about it, I'll kind of go through the whole thing right now. So I have in my top 10, or these are ones for the fall 2016, just ended, and I'll probably do another one. Most of these I've finished, and I'll probably do another one on the upcoming winter 2017, so you guys would like to have a look at that too. I will be, as I hit my microphone, talking about that too. Anyway, let's get into it. So, at number 10, we have To Be Hero. It's a comedy slash action. I rated it 11 out of 20. Why I do things out of 20, I don't know. It makes me feel like I can rate things a little bit harsher if I do it out of 20. And it is currently at 11 episodes on Crunchyroll. That's where the picture comes from. Anyway, so I read this 11 out of 20 because it's a little comedy and it's kind of ridiculous. It's utterly just, you have no idea what you're walking into as soon as you click on this. It's weird. It's kind of funny. The episodes aren't too long in terms of average episode length of 23 minutes. This one probably range about 9 to 15 minutes. But overall, it's a pretty good anime. I would watch it. It's not the best, but it's a good comedy one to kind of kill some time off of. Next is number 9, which is Nyanbaka. It's a pure comedy anime with some elements of action in it. I would kind of describe this as these guys are pretty much just breaking out of prison and doing whatever the fuck else kind of happens at this point in time. There's not really too much else to it. It's got 13 episodes. I rated it a 12 out of 20 or 6 out of 10. In case you're curious, it's pretty good comedy. It's not like it's constantly funny in the sense that of a comedy is, but it's kind of just like cute funny. It's kind of chuckle worthy, I guess. It's a cute little thing, and it's not bad. I like it. Number 8, I have Drifters. This is an action fantasy with elements of comedy and adventure in it. Not too much of comedy, but a bit of adventure in there. I would actually rate this at a 7 out of 10 or a 14 out of 20. I would probably rate it a little bit higher. It's 12 episodes. If it just wasn't as, I don't know. I just kind of rated it as that because I enjoy it thus far. I have yet to see more of it. I mean, I've seen all 12 episodes, but I would love to see more of it and see what it evolves into. I think it has huge potential for being a very good anime. I think that I'll probably revise my, if it comes out the second season and it does pretty well, I'll probably revise my rating of it. But just to kind of give it a little bit of acknowledgement, it's a very good anime, and I think that it's worth its weight. If you like action, if you like fantasy, if you like clever things, I think this is certainly an anime that's for you because this anime is very clever in how it goes about things. It's kind of topic or plot is all very original and very unique. I don't really see this too many other places besides things like Fate series and other such fantasy, historical fantasy, that type of stuff. But it's very unique for what it is. I think that certainly it's something worth checking out. I won't spoil anything for it. Just kind of like I said, just still a top 10, so I wouldn't spoil anything for it. But I will probably be reviewing it at a later date because I do really like it. Next, we have number 7 at Bungo Stray Dogs 1 and 2. Bungo Stray Dogs, I would actually re-rate this probably at more of a 17 out of 20. But it's an action drama, supernatural, and it ranges 24 episodes in total over the 2 seasons. I have yet to see the last 3 episodes, so that's why I haven't kind of given my full opinion. But I also think that this is a very clever and very well done anime. I think that its ideas and tactics and how the characters go about things are kind of clever. But more so, its originality and its ideas are very well versed and very well thought out. I like how the characters interact with each other. I like the drama that there is in this. There are elements of romance. I didn't put that on the slide, but there are elements of romance in here. and I think that it does very well as an anime overall to kind of do whatever it is. It's funny enough, uh, its little picture slide thing. I never really understood why they particularly chose those characters. None of those characters are the main character, and you probably don't even meet any of those characters until like episode uh, 19 or something. Well, not 19, but like probably like 16, 15. Probably don't meet any of those characters, but it's all really interesting. I think that the main idea of it is really cool, and I'll certainly be reviewing this at a later point in time once I finish the series. Number 6, March Comes In Like a Lion. It is a beautiful anime. I really like this one. I gave it a 14 out of 20, which is a 7 out of 10. It's a slice of life. It runs 13 episodes, all of them average length. It's very cute and has a lot of... I love its art style more than anything else. I think it stands out mostly for its art style and how its characters kind of interact with the world around them. I think that the art style itself is very unique, and I don't remember seeing it anywhere else. I could be corrected, though, if I've seen another anime with it. But I love it. I think its art style fits it very well for what it is. The main character there is on the right. It's about shogi, the board game, about him being a professional shogi player. I won't really go too much more into it, but I do really like how his character and other characters interact with each other in the world that's around them and their goals and their ideas. I think that he is also kind of, the situations can be somewhat not like relatable, but the issues that he has with himself and other people are relatable, certainly so, and that I certainly find myself in a lot of the same predicaments, not like topic wise, but situation, not like topic and situation wise, but kind of feeling wise that he does, and so I really like the elements that come out of this anime. Next, at number 5, I have Kitaro's Yokai Picture Diary. This is a supernatural slice of life with elements of a comedy. It is absolutely adorable. I am in love with this anime. I think this is definitely one of the top. It's certainly within the top 5 anime of the 2016 fall. I think that it is excellent. It's comedy when it chooses to do comedy is very well done. When it chooses to do drama and slice of life stuff, it's very well done. It has a very hint of romance in there, which is adorable. I think that how the characters interact with each other is really nice and very well done. You know, there are a lot of typical tropes and other types of things in here, but I think that it's well done. It's certainly not the most original idea, which I think other yokai stuff has been done beforehand, but I certainly think that it's very much worthwhile. I would recommend reading the manga more than I would recommend watching the anime. The only reason why the anime isn't rated higher is because it's very short episodes. They range from like 4 minutes to 5 minutes. They're not very long at all, which I didn't like about it. I wish the episodes were longer. I understand, though, that there might not have been enough source material or things of that nature to really fuel it. And I do think it does well with short episodes. I think I would probably only increase it maybe to 15 minute length. I don't think you could go too much further. I don't know if there's enough of a substance from the anime itself to really hold up longer episode lengths, but I do certainly think that it deserves a little bit more in terms of content and viewing, because I think it's a very well done anime. Number 4, we have Kiss Him Not Me. It's a romance slice of life anime. I rated it a 15 out of 20, and it ranges 12 episodes long. I really do like this anime. I think that it's very clever and really well done, and it touches on a topic that's not very well done, and that's not very well discussed or done in anime, which is the fundanshi or the funjoshi individuals. Those are people who enjoy reading BL or boys love, man on man type of comics. And I can kind of relate with that. I myself am into fundanshi, and I do like reading the information, and so, or reading that type of section. And I think that this is very well done. I think it's very cute on how it kind of goes about. The main character is obviously in the middle, the female. She has obviously the relationships are going to be with the characters around her, and I think that's very well done in how they all interact with each other. It does a very good job of isolating each character individually and making you kind of get a sense of their personality and how they would actually interact with each other. I think that's very well done in character development and plot. It kind of is a little bit random, but I do think that it progresses very well. It's a little bit slow in the beginning, but I do think that it progresses fairly well. The main reason why I would suggest watching this anime is if you like romance or that type of slice of life type of stuff, I would certainly recommend it, as I think it's very good. Next at number 3 is Yuri on Ice. This is a sports romance anime with elements of comedy and other stuff. It is a seinen. I forgot to put that on there. Anime as well with that hint of BL to it, which is pretty much the main reason why I like this. It's a BL anime, and you do not get to see a large amount of romance BL anime that are like 12 episode long, fully length episodes, and are very well done. I rated it a 17 out of 20 because I think that... Now, a lot of people find this anime overrated. I disagree with them. I think there are certain elements of this anime that are overrated, but I certainly do like the anime itself. Each character that you see in the background from the 3 main characters, you do get dips into their personal lives, although I think that guy over there, I'm going to point to my screen, I do think this guy over here is very minimal in terms of character development. But overall, I do think that each character is very unique and very interesting to watch. When you obviously it's a skating anime, sport anime, and each of the characters you do get to kind of see how their style of skating relates very well with their character. So I think character development in this anime is very good. As far as plot development and that type of stuff goes on, I think that those are also very good, not as much as their character development, but I do think that it's a very good anime in the sense that it is it's very well developed with its characters, and I think that the interactions between the characters is what really makes this anime stand out. And like I said, it is a kind of a BL or a man-on-man type of anime, which is canon, and I do love that, and it's one of the very few that you get to see out there that is a guy-on-guy anime, and I love how it's been at the top of a whole bunch of people's lists, and how a lot of people like it because of that, because of its stepping out into those not as much viewed sections of anime or published. Anyway, number 2, I have a www.wagnaria. It is a comedy slice of life drama romance. I rated it as an 18 out of 20 and has 13 episodes that are all fully length. I absolutely love this anime. I think this anime is very, very well done. As far as comedy goes, I think it hits right on it every time. It doesn't do too much with comedy, but I think that when it chooses to, it is fantastic. Especially, I don't want to spoil too much, but especially the scenes with the chocolate and Saint Valentine are all wonderful. I love those. Those make me smile every time I watch it. In addition to the characters' development, I think is probably one of the best. I think its characters' development is one of the best. Is probably the best out of all the 2016 fall anime. I think the character development is very, very well done, and that you get to see each character as their own individual selves, and that it's a very, very sweet and nice anime. It's something I would definitely watch to kind of pick yourself up from a bad day. It has a very nice ending, everyone. It has a very happy ending, and I think that goes into part of how the anime is in and of itself. I think that animes that do darker endings are very good too, but I think that just has a nice little anime in and of itself. The drama and the slice of life portion of it, I think it does very well. I do rate this highly at an 18 out of 20 or an 8 out of 10. I think that's what that is. No, that's a 9 out of 10, excuse me. I'd probably rate it an 8 out of 10, an 8.5 or an 8 out of 10. But I do think that Wagnaria is certainly fantastic. I love the anime in of itself, and I would definitely recommend it. Next, I prepared some runner-ups. These are other animes that I watched during that season, and I thought were very good, but didn't make my top 10 list. I've always loved you. I didn't put this on there because it's a movie. It's not like it's a show, but I do think that I've Always Loved You is a very, very good anime in of itself, or a very good movie. I think that it was really well done. Its character development and its relation to each other. It's a very weird concept, but I do think it pulls it off very well. Miss Bernard Said is a cute little anime. They are very short episodes, and it's just kind of like a little comedy slice of life about reading and literature that I certainly relate to. Wanting to have that knowledge of literature and be able to bring it up, but not wanting to read stuff, I think is very cute in how it does it. Occultic 9, I don't think I've finished it yet, and I do think that it's a very good anime. I like how the characters are and how it's developed right now. Its story is very unique. I think that it kind of wins itself on being a runner-up. It probably would have been number 9 if I had to go back and redo this, but or probably number 10 if I had to go back and redo this. But I think it certainly gets people with its originality and its darker content. I think that once it starts off really sweet and kind of like interesting, and then it goes really dark with a lot of its content, and it's really cool how it does that, and its concept is very interesting. The last one is Ancient Magus Bride. The only reason why this is a runner-up is because it only had one episode. I would have loved, absolutely loved to see more episodes of this, because I think if it kept with the certain style that it had, and being the very unique that it was, it probably would have been in the top 5, because I do love the anime in of itself. I haven't read the manga yet, but I do plan on reading the manga, but I do think that the anime in of itself is very nice and very well done. The art style is beautiful, the characters are really cool, but I would love to see more. I want to see what someone can do with this. Anyway, so now that I've talked about all the runner-ups, we can talk about the number 1, which is Poco's Udon World. This is a slice-of-life supernatural comedy anime. It has 12 episodes, all fully length, and I rated it at 18/20, and I do mean this to be a 9 out of 10, because I absolutely am in love with this anime. This anime, you don't get to see too many cutesy animes going around. You don't get to see too many of them. But they are certainly out there, and I do think that this is at the very top of my list for a lot of anime. For a lot of slice of life and very cutesy anime, I think this is at the top of the list. It is absolutely adorable. Its character development is very well done, how all the characters interact with each other. They all express themselves so well, and this anime in of itself is very cute, and how Poco, who is the main character, the guy in the little guy in the raincoat, interacts with everyone, is very adorable. I think that as supernatural as it goes, it's not very much. It doesn't overdo itself in supernatural. It only does it, and it does it just enough to be in there, which I think is really well done. And the comedy aspects of this are minimal, but at times when it's in there, I think it's chuckle funny. I don't think it's like hysterical funny, but I do think it's chuckle funny. But like I said, as a slice of life, it is certainly adorable and very cute. And the characters' decisions in the plot, and how they run and how they do stuff with each other, and how he ends up going about his life from his confusion and everything, I think is very well done. This is also one of those anime that almost made me cry at a certain point of it. I won't say what, but this anime got me very emotional towards the end of it. I thought it was very excellently well done. Anyway, so next, I have an overall / updated anime, kind of like my one recommended anime that I'd want for everyone to watch, and that's Digimon Adventure Tri. I'm a huge Digimon nerd, as I have been for most of my life, and started off with it, so the nostalgia is definitely real. I gave it a 15 out of 20 because it's not finished. It only has 13 episodes right now. It's an action-adventure shonen, but I do think that it's definitely worth the watch. It's only got a 15 out of 20 right now because I haven't watched, because it's not fully done. But I do think that it's very cute and very cool. I think that it's definitely worth watching. And right now, in these 13 episodes, in the 13 episodes, I want it to be as long as the other seasons of like 50 episodes. It does take a very long time to set itself up. I think that the action and the plot comes in really fast, but the characters set themselves up slowly, which is something I would have liked to have seen. Either the plot ended up working up slowly, or the characters developing pretty quickly. I do think a lot of the situations and stuff they find themselves in are very realistic, but in the sense of how the lore and everything works. But I do think that the anime itself is very cool, and I would definitely recommend it. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was my top 10 fall 2016 anime picks. Let me know down in the comment section if you agree or disagree with me. If you have your own picks, or you want to discuss more on the other picks, or anything at any point in time. Thank you guys for watching, and yep, I'll see you guys later.